Hello again, my cornerstone compatriots, and we're talking again today about the American Revolution. And the title of this story is The Colonies Come Together. So we're going to go over the topic words. The first word is colonist, person who lives in a colony. The second topic word is compromise. Oh, that's a good word. Where is it? Where is it on our communication board? Ah, yes, compromise. That is a good word. If two people or two parties, two people or two groups of people can't agree on something, they might come to a compromise, each side giving a little bit, you know. Okay, fight. Where's fight? Ugh, such an awful word. Such an awful thing. Fight. Sometimes when people can't come to a compromise, they fight, which is not good. Should always try to avoid fighting. The next word is goods. Goods, okay. Goods are things that you need for everyday life, like food, drinks, laundry detergent, toothpaste, whatever. Okay, king. Well, once again, we know who the king was during the American Revolution. It was King George. That was the king of England back then. Now it's Queen Elizabeth. Old King George was not quite a merry old soul. Not quite a merry old soul was he. Okay, so let's see. Law. Okay, that's an important one. Where is the law? Oh, come on. Law would be nice. I can't seem to find law on the communication board. But the law is what you must follow. Okay, laws are written by, in our country, Congress people. And the laws are interpreted by the Supreme Court. Make sure they follow our Constitution. And we must obey the laws. And the police are there to make sure that we obey the laws. Soldier, again, soldier. And there's the soldier, his helmet and his backpack. And tax. We talked about taxes yesterday. We've talked about taxes before. Excessive taxes were the reason why the American colonists rebelled against England, because they didn't like the high taxes and not being able to elect people to the British Parliament, which is the equivalent of our Congress. We weren't able to elect, have people represent the colonies in Parliament, so that was taxation without representation. And war. Huh, good God, yeah, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Okay, so is the soldier in war, the tank and the red flag and the gun. Ugh, war is a terrible thing. Okay, let's get to the story. The colonies come together with the rays of sunshine behind the map of the colonies. As I read today, it is your job to remember one way the colonies came together before the war. All right. Okay, the colonists were angry with the king of Great Britain. Some leaders of the colonies had a meeting. They called the meeting the First Continental Congress. People from 12 of the 13 colonies went to the meeting. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see. And here's that angry colonist again, right here, next to another colonist who doesn't necessarily look so angry. Okay. Well, here we go. There's George Washington. I'm assuming this is maybe John Adams, the first president of the United States, and also the general of the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. And I'm not sure who this younger gentleman is, but let's see. The members of the First Continental Congress included John Adams, right here, Patrick Henry, I guess this must be Patrick Henry, and George Washington, right there. George Washington is on the dollar bill and the quarter, our money. John Adams isn't on any of our money as far as I know, and neither is Patrick Henry. Okay, they met in Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania. They tried to come up with a plan to help the colonies and Great Britain get along. That's a good idea, you know. Anything to avoid war. Don't want to have a war. Here is an old-fashioned pen. You know, we know what pens look like today. They look like this, you know. But pens back then were made out of bird feathers, and they just stuck them in the inkwell and you wrote with them. The First Continental Congress asked the King of Great Britain to stop some of the taxes and laws that were making the colonists mad. They wanted to compromise. They sent a letter to the king to see if he would make a compromise. That's when you try to give a little. Each side tries to give a little and come to an agreement. The king did nothing. Oh boy, that's not good. The leaders told the colonists to boycott British goods. A boycott is when people stop buying something to force a change. So it looks like they were going to stop buying tea, and they were going to stop buying sugar, I guess, the molasses. The colonists boycotted tea, sugar, and many other goods from Great Britain. So they're boycotting. No, we won't buy it. Great Britain did not make money during the boycott. This made the King of Great Britain mad. The leaders told the colonists to get ready for war. Oh boy. They hoped the king would change and stop the taxes. But they needed to be ready in case the king did not change anything. I guess they must have posted pieces of paper, nailed up pieces of paper around the towns in the colonies, saying, "Be ready for war." All right. The governor of Massachusetts, which is the next state over, where I'm from, heard that some colonists were getting ready for war. The governor worked for the king. The colonists had weapons hidden in Boston. The governor made a plan to take the weapons away from the colonists. He sent for British soldiers. So here you can see that angry colonist again. And he's got one of the weapons that was hidden, stored away. Okay. Oops. Right. The colonists heard about the plan. Hold on a second. The plan that the governor had to take away the weapons. They had a man in the watchtower watch for British soldiers. He was to signal if he could see British soldiers coming to get the weapons. Paul Revere, see, there's a guy, probably Paul Revere, riding through the night, symbolized by the night sky with the stars in it, signaling if the British were coming. Paul Revere, Samuel Prescott, and William Dawes saw the signal at night. They rode horses to warn the colonists. The British were coming. They rode horses to warn the colonists the British were coming and to be ready to fight. Oh boy. Okay, and here's the timeline. All right, September 1774. Many yesterdays ago. September 1774, leaders of the colonies met for the First Continental Congress. April 1775, Paul Revere rode to warn the colonists that the British soldiers were coming. Okay, now we're going to see what we remember from the story. Okay. Some colonists, all right, hold on a second. Some colonists had a meeting to make a what? Let's see. And it's not letting me do anything. Gonna have to pause here. Number one, some colonists had a meeting to make a what? A meeting to make a war? A meeting to make a colonists? Doesn't make any sense. A meeting to make a plan? A meeting to make a fight? A meeting to make a letter. Well, they did send a letter to King George. But they also made a plan, too. So let's try letter and see what happens. Oh, see it turning red. That means it's incorrect. Get that out of there. Okay. Some colonists had a meeting to make a plan. The leaders sent a what to the king? Okay, now we're getting to the letter, right? The leaders sent a letter to the king. Please stop taxing us so much. The king said, no way. The blanks stopped buying British goods. Who stopped buying the British goods? The fight stopped buying British goods. The plan stopped buying British goods. The colonists stopped buying British goods. The war stopped buying British goods. The colonists, they weren't going to buy the tea and the sugar anymore. No, we won't. The leaders said there might be a what? Let's see. There might be a letter. There might be a fight. There might be a plan. There might be a colonist. Nah. There might be a war. Think they're talking about the Revolutionary War? Yeah, I think so. Okay. The colonists had to be ready to what? The colonists had to be ready to colonists. Doesn't make any sense, right? The colonists had to be ready to plan. Well, planning's a good thing. The colonists had to be ready to fight. You're right. They had to be ready to fight against England. Okay, multiple choice. What is this chapter about? What is this story about? Is it about tea? Is it about sugar? Is it about plan? Probably the plan they had, right? Let's see. Plan to either reconcile with England or fight against England. Let's see. All right, it's correct. It's green. What did the leaders send to the king? They sent him chocolate. Maybe that would have changed his mind. Probably changed my mind. All right, let's see. They sent an email. No, they didn't have computers back then. That was many, 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 many yesterdays ago. Before your great grandparents' time. They sent a letter to the king, right? Who stopped buying British goods? Was it the colonists? Was it the Native Americans? Was it doctors? The colonists stopped buying the tea and the sugar. Right? Green means correct. What did the leaders say there might be? The leaders said there might be a party. Right, yeah. England's not doing right by us. We're going to have a party. That there might be a test. That there might be war. Yeah, war with Great Britain, with England. The Revolutionary War. What is important to know about this chapter, about this story? The colonists were not ready to fight. They were good and mad. I think they probably were ready to fight. The king agreed to the plan. All right. Yes. Yes, indeed. Actually, I think he had a German accent, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Yes, I will agree to the plan. The king agreed to the plan. Nope, he did not agree. Remember, he just did nothing. The colonists had to be ready to fight. That sounds about right. There you go. Okay, Cornerstone friends, that's all we have time. That's the end of this story, and next we'll play a money game, and next we shall have, and then we'll have the song. Stay tuned. Okay, my Cornerstone peeps. Here we go. So, working with money. Money, 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 money. Okay, how much money is shown? We have to count all these coins and type the answer in here. Let's look at the hint. 25 cents plus 10 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 cents plus 5 cents plus 5 cents. Okay. All right, so 25 cents plus 10 cents, which is a dime. A quarter is 25 cents. 10 cents is a dime. So 25 plus 10 is 35, plus another 10 is 45, plus another 10 is 55, plus another 10 is 65, plus another 10 is 75, plus a nickel is 80. Nickel is worth 5 cents. I'm sorry. Yep. Plus another another nickel is worth 85. So 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80, 85. Let's find out. And the little space robot goes crazy. Which set of coins shows $1.35? This one, this one, this one. $1.35. Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters, which is $1, and then a quarter, which is 25 cents, plus a nickel, which would be $1, and then 30 cents. That's not $1.35. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters, which is $1, and then 10 Dime is 10 cents. Another dime is 20 cents. Another dime is 30 cents. And then the nickel is 35 cents. $1.35 right here. Okay. All right. How much money is shown? 1 quarter, which is 25 cents, plus a dime is 35 cents, plus a nickel, which is 5 cents. 25 cents plus 10 cents plus 5 cents is 40 cents. And count up by ones with pennies. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Which one says 45 cents? Yep. And submit. You little robot. Oh, okay. A word problem. Arena used 4 quarters and 4 dimes to buy a pack of baseball cards. How much money did she use? Okay, so 4 quarters is $1. Now we have to separate the dollar from the change with a decimal point. And 4 dimes, each dime is worth 10 cents. 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. And there we go, $1.40. Let's see if we are right. Wait a second. How could I have gotten that wrong? Wait a minute. I must be getting tired. 1, 2, 3. Is 4 quarters is $1. And then, oh, because I didn't put the dollar sign. Silly me. Okay. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Now we know we need to type in the dollar sign when the dollar sign is not there. Okay. To make the dollar sign, you have to hold down Shift on your keyboard and type number 4. Alrighty. Choose 2 sets of coins with equal amounts of money. Getting hard here. So over here we have 25, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 cents. Over here we have 25, 50, 75 cents, 85, 90 cents. These 2 are worth the same amount, 90 cents. Correcty-hooski. How much money is shown? We have 2 quarters, which is 50 cents, plus a dime, which is 10. All these dimes are worth 10 cents. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, plus a nickel, which is 5 cents, is 95 cents. Now the cent sign is here, so I should be safe in typing a decimal point and a 9.5 for 95 cents. Let's see what happens. I don't know. They might consider it wrong. Well, we got lucky. Oy, here we go. Which set of coins shows $1.52? Yes, indeed. Okay, so we have over here 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. That's $1. And then 2 more quarters. That's 50. And then count up by pennies, which are worth 1, 51, 52. So 1, 2, 3 quarters is $1. 2 more quarters is 50. And then 51, 52. $1.52. right here. Submit. Okay. How much money is shown? First, we'll count by tens with the dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40. And then you add a nickel to that, and you have 45. You have another nickel to that, and you have 50. Another nickel to that, and you have 55. Another nickel to that, and you have 60. So 60 cents. Which one says 60 cents? Got a 6 in front of it. You're right, it's that one. Submit. All right, correctly. Cadence gave the cashier 6 quarters and 2 pennies to pay for a keychain. How much money did she give? Okay, 6 quarters. So 4 quarters would be $1, and then another 2 would be $1.50. And then you just got to count up by 2 pennies. So $1.50, $1.51, $1.52. Now let's see. I got to do this dollar sign. So shift 4, 1.52. I hope that's correct. Let us see. Yes. A strange little robot. Choose 2 sets of coins with equal amounts of money. Alrighty. Let's see. 4 quarters here, 4 quarters here, 4 quarters here. Right. I think it's these 2. Let's see. $1, $1.25, $1.50, $1.55. $1, $1.10, $1.15, $1.20, $1.25. Oh, I see. It's going to be these 2. All right, so we got $1 because we have 4 quarters here. 4 quarters equals $1. And then you got to count it by 10 cents for each dime. So $1.10, $1.20, $1.30, $1.30. And over here you have 4 quarters, which equals $1. Count up by 1 10-cent dime, that gives you $1.10. Count up by 1 5-cent nickel, it gives you $1.15. Count up by another 5-cent nickel, it gives you $1.20. Another 5-cent nickel gives you $1.25, and another 5-cent nickel gives you $1.30, which is the same as this one. So this one and this one are equal amounts of money. Okay, that's all we have time for today, Cornerstone friends. Next comes a song. I hope you have some luck playing this game with your parents or caregiver. Alrighty. Okay, Cornerstone friends, here's an old Arvada song. I need an easy friend, I do, with an ear to lend. I do think you fit this shoe, I do hope you have a clue. Take advantage while you hang me out to dry, but I can see you every night, free, and I do. I'm standing in your lane, see you every night. Free, I do. I do. I do. Thank you.